Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the brand new Adam Sandler comedy. I missed it over the weekend, but I saw it today. The movie is called, of course, Pixels, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I didn't hear anything about this movie, though I didn't hear any good things about this movie, like over here, but I tried to go in this film with an open mind, try and form my own opinion, and not listen or hear to anything negative before watching it, because I was actually excited to see this film. And I just wanted to try and get any view out of this movie out of my way, so going with the open mind, hopefully I would feel differently from probably the masses with this film. That's what I was hoping before seeing it, because I do like Adam Sandler. Yeah, he's more miss than hit. I liked some of his early work, but this was a time where he was going to, with this film, he was actually going to work with a different director than he's normally worked with. The great director, Chris Columbus, he's working with for the first time. And Chris Columbus is one of my favorite directors. I love his films from the 80s and the 90s. Mrs. Doubtfire, Home Alone, Adventures in Babysitting. Of course, he wrote Goonies and he wrote Gremlins. And I think the last film that was really great that he made was Rent. It introduced me to that whole production for the very first time. Went on to see the play. Loved the play more than the movie, but I still love the movie. But since then, he really hasn't made anything that has impressed me. But I'm still a huge fan of his work. And a few months ago, when I saw The Wedding Ringer, he was there at the theater where he tested Pixels out. So I met him and just said hi and wished him all the best with this movie, and said I was looking forward to seeing it this summer. And now that I've seen it, let's talk about it. What is it about? Of course, Adam Sandler, Josh Gad, Kevin James, Michelle Monaghan, Brian Cox, Peter Dinklage, and Sean Bean. And there's some kind of cameos or some people that might be associated with gaming or have a small part that are associated with Adam Sandler films. So, yeah, it's about a group of guys that were really famous in the early 80s when they used to play Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and Centipede, Asteroids. And something got sent out into space, and now it's finally come back in 2015 or something. And we're being attacked. It's an alien attack with video games. All our favorites, Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, Centipede, Asteroids, and all that stuff. So the only people that can save the world, of course, is Adam Sandler and Kevin James and all those people I just mentioned. Kevin James he plays the President of the United States. That was kind of weird. Anyways, how was the movie with all those things going on in my head at the same time trying to have an open mind? I would say for the first 30 minutes, I was like, okay, there's a cool concept going here. I like the references, the nostalgia factor. I like some of the oddities that are happening, and I was hoping that I would at least laugh. You know, if it sucked, the movie sucked, at least I would get a laugh out of it. Well, the movie sucked, and I didn't laugh at all. I didn't laugh once in this film. The acting in this movie, not by Adam Sandler, surprisingly. It looks like Adam Sandler is really bored and tired and just collecting a paycheck with this film. He felt like he was kind of calmed down from what he normally does. But Josh Gad and Peter Dinklage and Kevin James and Brian Cox, all these really fabulous actors, really just give the worst performances of their lives. I don't know what they were channeling. I don't know what they were trying to get across, especially Josh Gad and Peter Dinklage. These are great actors, people that I love, that I admire, that I find funny at times, and also at the same time very intrigued by their performance. But in this one, they were just hamming it up. They were probably having a good time, but it didn't translate well at all. Sean Bean's in this movie, but he's completely wasted, and they don't even Sean Bean him in this film. I'm not going to try and spoil anything, but if you know what happens to Sean Bean in the movie, it's a bad year for Sean Bean. This movie and Jupiter are Ascending. I really hope he gets some better work after this. I will admit that there were a few sequences that I thought were pretty impressive. I thought the special effects were pretty impressive, and I liked I'm telling you right now, the Pac-Man sequence and then the Donkey Kong sequence I really enjoyed. by themselves. I liked Q*bert. That was kind of cool, the Q*bert stuff. And I did see some characters that I noticed from the video game world. But this movie mainly relies on nostalgia. That's all it relies on. It relies on the fact that the old people in the audience will see things that they know. The kids in the audience, I don't know what they'll expect or what they'll understand from this film, unless they read up about all the video games of the past. Maybe they follow video games, but if they didn't, I think they'll be totally bored by this movie. I think adults will just like the fact that they see things that they recognize when they were a kid. But when it comes to the acting and the story, which is one of the weakest scripts I've ever seen in my entire life, that's the biggest downfall of this movie. You can blame the direction by Chris Columbus. It's probably the worst thing he's ever done. Adam Sandler's whatever, Adam Sandler in this movie. The rest of the acting is terrible. Michelle Monaghan, well, I don't know what she was thinking. But when it comes down to what I hated the most about this film was the characters themselves and the story. Specifically the story, especially the story. There's moments in the film that just made me either shake my head or scratch my head and wonder, question mark, what the hell were they thinking? It's not even fun or does it feel special at all. That's what I was hoping with this film. You know, a throwback to the great games of our past. Maybe make me feel like a movie like Ghostbusters, in the sense that all this crazy things are happening in the world and this small team has to do all they can to save the world. It almost came across that the aliens that I don't think we ever really see, for me, they almost came off a little passive-aggressive. Like they were just having fun with us. You know, they're doing all these terrible things, but I don't think anybody died. At least I didn't see anybody die. My soul died a little bit, yeah. So, yeah, what could have been a really fun, exciting comedy summer movie, popcorn movie, turned out to be one of the worst films of the year, and something I would not recommend. It's too bad, because I was really looking forward to this. So, for that, I am going to give Pixels, that I didn't see in 3D, thankfully. We're not going to get any more movies from this, I hope, but we'll see. We'll find out soon. I'm going to give Pixels 1 star out of 4. Next. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.